another Twisted Lily sample haul, so let's go through them and get my first reactions. I have some Maison Crivelli, I have some Matière Première, I have Atelier des Arts, I have Wilhelm Parfumerie, I have Essential Parfum, I also have Nasomatto, and there's one from BDK. I'm going to start with Parisian Musk from Matière Première. I feel like I've smelled this before, but I can't remember and I have no idea what's in it, so might as well just do it again. As always, I'm going to spray it on a strip first and see how I feel about it first impression, and then come back to it later once it's settled and see how it dries down. I like this. Obviously musky, woody also. I don't think it's sandalwood, but it has something that's kind of sandalwoody, musky. I definitely need to let it dry down, but first impression is I like it. Matière Première has become one of my favorite fragrance houses recently because I feel like their fragrances are just done so well. They're pretty unique and the longevity on them is out of this world. It doesn't smell like it, but it actually kind of reminds me of Santal 33, but a little bit softer. If you like Santal 33, I think you'll like this one. Next one is Radical Rose, also from Matière Première. This one for sure, I have not smelled it. It came broken. I'm gonna see if I can fix it. Fixed it, hopefully it works, because I really, really want to smell this one. This reminds me of something. Ooh, I really like this. I'm actually getting more like saffron than rose. Actually, there's rose too. And patchouli for sure. This reminds me of Portrait of a Lady from Frederic Malle, and that is on my wish list. It's such a beautiful fragrance, but it is pricey. It's also kind of reminding me of Oud Satin Mood-ish. Like, related, but they don't smell alike, you know what I mean? This is very elegant, classy, it's rose. It's very earthy also, which is something that I don't usually like, but in this kind of combination, it just smells so luxe and beautiful. I really like this one also. Next up is Wilhelm's new release. This is Sparkling Joe. I know this has champagne and citrus in it, and it's inspired by Josephine Baker. I've actually seen Jade's review on it, and it made me really want to smell it, so I'm so glad that this came with my order. Wilhelm is a fragrance house that I also really, really like. I feel like they do fruity fragrances really well. This is nice. This is very, very nice. I'm actually getting a lot of pear, and I really like pear in fragrances. I'm actually getting a little bit of like a sparkling element. I'm guessing the champagne and bergamot. It's bright, it's pear, it's crisp, it's fresh, it's sweet, it's fruity, and it's sparkly. And again, when it comes to Wilhelm fragrances, if you like Opus Core, if you like room service, I'm willing to bet you would like this one too. I need to smell it again in a few minutes when it dries down, but I think this is going on my wish list too. I also have a sample of Narcotic V from Nasomatto. I've smelled this before and I really like it. When I smelled it, all I got immediately was tuberose. It's a very, very tuberose white floral forward fragrance. Since I've smelled it before, I'm not going to open this one and smell it because this is what the tester comes like, and it's a cool idea, but I just don't know how I'm gonna seal that so that it doesn't evaporate. Next up is Lune Féline from Atelier des Arts. I've seen so many people speaking about this. It's those bottles that have like the gold flecks in them. I have not had the opportunity to smell them until now. I'm getting a huge blast of cardamom. It's spicy, it's woody. It also has like a bit of a almost like menthol camphor kind of scent to it. There's something very like green coming through, but at the same time it's very like deep, ambery, spicy, some vanilla too. I like it. I'm not crazy about it right now, but let's see when it dries down a bit. I can definitely see this one being polarizing though. Next is Fig Infusion from Essential Parfum. I really, really like fig and sandalwood together. I know that that is in here, so I had to order it and check them out because Essential Parfum has really great fragrances and they're priced really well too. I'm smelling citrus way more than I'm smelling fig or sandalwood. This would actually be a really, really nice fragrance for spring if you like fig, if you like sandalwood, if you like citrus. It's very crisp, it's very fresh. Kind of also reminds me of like loose leaf black tea. Next is also from Essential Parfum. This is Rose Magnetic. This is citrusy rose. It actually reminds me of like when you have a big bouquet of roses and you stick your nose right into them and you smell them. That scent that comes off of literally fresh roses. It's really nice. It's not something that I would feel like I need to have it. Last one from Essential Parfum is Divine Vanille. As the name suggests, it's vanilla, but there's a million different ways to do vanilla. So let's see what this one's about. This is smoky, incensey, patchouli vanilla. I have a hard time with incense. There are very few fragrances that I actually like it in, so this is not for me. Next we have Maison Crivelli Rose Saltifolia. I've smelled this. I love it. I literally fell in love with this the second I smelled it. This one is aquatic, fresh, a little bit salty. It's rose. It's literally so crisp and clean and refreshing. It kind of has like a little bit of a soapiness to it, but I just love it. Very airy, and I feel like it's so unique for a rose fragrance. It's just perfection. Next we have Tuberose Astral from Maison Crivelli. I have been dying to get my nose on this ever since I heard it was coming out because I absolutely love tuberose in fragrances. I love white florals, so I have high hopes. I know that this one has cinnamon, tuberose, osmanthus, I think vanilla and musk also, but sometimes the notes come through completely different. Literally been dying to smell this ever since I first heard it was coming out, so let's see. I'm not getting tuberose right away. I'm actually getting cinnamon and osmanthus. There's something very sharp in it. I'm actually not getting a lot of tuberose in it at all, and I was kind of hoping it would be more tuberose forward. This isn't a love at first sniff for me, not like Hibiscus Mahajad was, but I do want to revisit it and see how I feel about it in a day or two, because sometimes my feelings can change, but for now it's not going on my wish list. I actually ordered 2 samples in case I loved it, because sometimes if I love it, I'll go through a whole sample just to make sure and wear it fully and then have another one as backup, but I didn't have to do that here. Then we have Tuberose Imperial from BDK. This is another tuberose fragrance. As I said, I love tuberose, so let's give this one a try. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, when it comes to tuberose, I like tuberose fragrances that are very, very tuberose forward. Like I was saying, the Nasomato one, Narcotic V, to me, as soon as I smelled it, tuberose. Tuberose. This one is very creamy, and I feel like there's something like a little bit fruity in here. It's very, very soft also. I really like this. In the yes pile, we have Rose Saltifolia from Maison Crivelli, Radical Rose from Matière Première, we have Sparkling Jewel from Wilhelm, and Tuberose Imperial from BDK. The maybes are Parisian Musk from Matière Première and Lune Féline from Atelier des Ors. In the nose, unfortunately, we have 3 from Essential Parfum, Divine Vanille, Fig Infusion, and Rose Magnetic. And the one I'm the most sad about, Tuberose Astral from Maison Crivelli. It's just not for me. If you've smelled any of these, please let me know what you think, or if there's any specific fragrances you want my feedback on or you want me to order a sample of to test out, let me know.